everyone, and welcome to How Ines Rolls. I have a few minutes between being done with work and my tutoring session to make some breakfast. I'm gonna put some breakfast overnight oats into the fridge so that Paul and I will have something to eat. And if the boys want it, they are more than welcome to have it. It's going to contain some chia seeds, some oatmeal, and some other yummies. Let's get started. Pretty easy recipe. It's one that I've used many times, especially when we're trying to eat a little bit better or just trying to pre-plan our meals. And so that way breakfast is ready. Paul leaves pretty early in the morning, so it's just like a grab and go. So this recipe, I've made some alterations to it. So these are the ones that you see online that you can put any toppings to pretty much. And of course, my favorite one was chocolate banana. So, but you could put like apples and cinnamon in it. You could do like, there's tons of variations. It's kind of like a base. So your base is going to be like milk, yogurt, and oatmeal. And then you kind of add in some of the other things to give it more flavor. Now chia seeds are added into it to boost up the protein. So it's really yummy. And it will have a little bit of honey. I kind of go even a little bit less on the honey. So it's up to you too. So what I'm gonna do is I looked in my pantry, and you could probably do that with your own your refrigerators and your pantries, and just see what you have. So I found that I had some coconut, a couple of bags of opened coconut, which strange, but also I have pecans. So I thought I could make some German chocolate oatmeal, overnight oatmeal. So I'm gonna get started. So I'm going to add some of the milk. The recipe calls for a 1/3 cup of milk, and I think that's what I put in the recipe card. But that's if you're using Greek yogurt. But I'm just using the regular vanilla yogurt, so you can even do less. So this is just some soy milk that I have. I've been using it a little bit more to... the reason being is that it helps with heart, and soy is supposed to be really good for that. I have it written down and why, but I can't remember it now, but that's okay. So I'm also just going to kind of go by consistency too. So it's times 10, right? So I hope I'm counting right. So that's 8, 9, 10. So if it's a little runnier, I can just add a little bit more of the oatmeal. So that's no big deal. Can't forget the best part to me, for me, right? So, okay. It calls for a tablespoon of cocoa, so I grabbed that tablespoon, but now I'm just gonna put a teaspoon because it is really a lot fast. And it's practically done. I mean, we're nearly there. And all I'm gonna do is just mix this through, and that's it. So the chia seeds. So I'm just gonna put times 10. Lots of extra protein. It's got good fats in it. And then some honey. So it says 1 teaspoon, but like I said, I don't need that much. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. So I made 10, like maybe half teaspoons. And so that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna mix this through. Now it might be a little runny right now, but overnight, the oatmeal will soften up and really absorb a lot of that milk, and super good. And you know, these are all things I have in my pantry, my refrigerator. If I didn't have soy milk, which I normally don't, I would have coconut milk. If I didn't have coconut milk, then I would use regular milk. It's all good. And so then I'm just gonna pour some of this into little jars. But before I do that, I'm gonna add the toppings right to it, because that way it's just easy and Paul doesn't have to add it. So it's ready to go. So here's my toppings, some cashew or pecans, gosh, pecans, yum yum. So I'm just gonna put a little bit in there. And now I didn't mold, so when you're doing toppings, it's about 1/4 cup. So I remember I multiplied this by 10, so that was not times 10, but enough. I think it's gonna be enough. And then I have first some coconut flakes, unsweetened. And then I have some sweetened. That'll probably go in here too. So, ooh, I love coconut. So actually German chocolate is like one of my favorite flavors. I love getting German chocolate cheesecake, and also if you go to Cold Stone, they have a really good German chocolate mix. So I'm loving that. And then I have a little bit more coconut, just a tiny bit. Now this is another reason why I didn't want to put more honey, is because this is already pretty sweetened. So that'll give it good flavor. The, what else was sweetened? Oh, the milk probably is already pre-sweetened, and the yogurt is already sweetened. So I can already tell that this is, I didn't put too much milk, so this is okay. And then I'm just gonna start putting them into the containers. Yum, yum. These are 1 cup servings. So I had leftovers, so I'll just put this one in here and then refill as we go. So I think this will be enough for our family for this week. It'll last a good few days if everybody's having some, and it really so good. Yum, yum. And here it is. Aren't they great? So he can still take some fruit with that. He can have some more protein. It's just kind of a little something else. Also, I like to use these when I just need a little treat, which is like every day. So these are gonna be perfect and probably a lot more healthier. And I looked it up because I had it on my phone, the reasons what I should be eating and incorporating into my diet as health. And the soy, it helps with lowering blood pressure. There you go. I had my appointment and I had some high blood pressure, or higher blood pressure. This getting old stuff is for the birds. Okay, so this is so good. And if you haven't tried it, it is super easy and it's tasty. So it's definitely a go-to breakfast meal. Thanks everyone for coming by and visiting my channel, and stick around. You never know what I'll be rolling out next. Maybe it'll be something for lunch. Who knows? Have a great day.